to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kelly and I run Kelly's Creations, where we make a lot of chaotic and cute stationery, and we are trying to broaden the world of chaos and trying to make this a full-time job one day. But this is going to be a bit of a different video. I usually do studio vlogs, and this past month I've been doing tutorials every week. But this video is actually going to be a little sit down and chat. I've got some stuff to tell you. I have been keeping a very big secret for nearly 6 months now. I've just done a podcast for Patreon and announced it over there, so that will be going up soon. It'll be going up before this video will be, so if you want to know about this kind of stuff before anyone else, Patreon is the place to be. But I've got a secret to tell you. How do I explain this? This year has been a stressful year for me. If you followed along on the vlogs, you have seen that I have moved a couple of times this year. I live in the Algarve in Portugal, and currently it is really difficult to find places to live. We are currently staying with a friend of ours, but this is not permanent, this is temporary, and we have sat down, me and my fiance, and we've made a decision. We're going to be moving again, but this time we're moving country. So I have lived in Portugal for the last 18 years. We moved here when I was 7 years old, and I've basically spent my whole adult life and majority of my teen years here. But I am from the UK. I was born in London and I grew up in Suffolk. So I do have very fond memories of the UK and life as it is there. It differs quite a bit from life here, and currently it's just becoming a bit too difficult to continue to stay here. As much as there are many positives of living in the Algarve, like the weather, which is the biggest one everyone speaks about, is the weather. But since my other job is night shifts at a restaurant during summer season, I never really get to use the lovely weather we have, because all I'm doing is working and sweating my bum off. One big thing is that it's lovely weather here in the summer with amazing beaches that I never get to use. When I have majority of my time is during winter, and this has become a bit of a bigger thing than we kind of expected initially. This was a decision we had floating around in our heads for the last couple of years. We nearly moved to the UK back in 2020, pre-pandemic, and we had stuff planned. We had jobs waiting for us, and we were about to, book flights, and then pandemic happened, and we decided to stay here and test what we can with both of our careers, mine and my fiance's, here, and see if we can make it work. And the big thing is my business doesn't necessarily work here. People don't necessarily understand the love for stationery, the love for handmade goods, the love for illustrated characters. They don't get it. My target audience isn't here. Majority of my customers through the shop are UK bound. I have about 80% of my customers are UK, 10% are US, I have another percent that's Australia, and the rest was EU, which we've now had to stop shipping to due to the new EU situation. So with all of this in mind, and a big factor that most of my friends who I've now had the chance to meet in person are in a different country than me. My business isn't working here, my friends aren't here, my life isn't here anymore. I just feel like I'm a little bit trapped being here, not being able to grow my business, because I can't do all the things I want to do, like making apparel and merchandise that will be in larger packaging, which makes it more complicated, which means it can get stuck a lot more in customs. And I do feel like I've been holding back on the capabilities of what Kelly's Creations can be due to the fact I am residing in Portugal. So we made this decision earlier on this year, and throughout this year we've been doing a lot of research, figuring out how we can make this a reality, how we can make this work for us, and we're going to be doing it. So over the next year you will hear me talk a lot about this, because we basically have around 10 to 11 months to plan this and put it in action. So the aim is for me to be moved by November 2025. Now, there are a lot of reasons why it will be me moving first. First of all, my fiance, he is Portuguese, I am British, so I still have my British passport. I never changed that, so it is a lot easier for me to initially move. I can literally just go and get my life started again. And we will initiate the visa process for my fiance while I am there. And this, there's a lot of stuff to sort, a lot of documentation to sort, a lot of processes to start. But the end of 2025, hopefully, I will be in a new place with a little studio, close to some familiar faces, and rearing to get a full grab on Kelly's Creations and fully invest in this journey. This all brings a lot of question marks for me for 2025 to do with the business. As I'm currently thinking, during 2025, we're going to be majorly working on digital products. Multiple reasons, the EU situation, it means I can still offer items, products, digital products to customers in the EU. And as well, the more products I make, the more products I have to move. And I would like to avoid having to get a bloody lorry to move. Because initially, when I be moving by myself, I will be going for a month, 2 months, and then I'll be popping back for Christmas and New Year. Then we will be driving with our friend and my dog, because my dog's coming with me, and we will be driving from Portugal to the UK to officially move all of my stuff in. So there will be like a period of time where I might have to kind of shut the shop for a bit. We will have to figure that out as it goes on, but I'm going to try and do my best to not get to that point. So therefore the focus on digital products, so they can always be there for you. You can still purchase them even though I'm on an aeroplane flying to a new home. This is also a big reason of why I decided to open my Patreon, was so I can have that extra connection with you and my community, and you can follow me along the journey before I explain and document it anywhere else. So you will be helping me decide these brand new products that we will be releasing throughout 2025, which is something completely new. Which I haven't really seen anywhere in the small business world, and I think this is a really good way to change up 2025 and our aim for the game. Because when you think digital products, you just think, oh, digital planners, stickers, maybe notepads, but my goal is to think outside of the box and think of new creative digital items that get people thinking like, that is such a good idea, I need that in my life. So that's where we're aiming with 2025, and that is what we are going to do, with the factor of a gigantic life-changing decision happening throughout. Now, what does this mean for my other job? So I've got to talk about this because a lot of you know that I do have a full-time job. It's currently on winter break. I work as a manager at my parents' restaurant during 7 months of the year, and I sat down and talked to both my parents, and we made a decision all together. And they, with me bringing up this change, this new journey for me, they realised that this is also not the place for them. That after 18 years of trying our hardest to make it work living in Portugal, it's currently not working. It was working for a while, but this past year of the restaurant was really, really difficult. There was a big change in customers in our area, completely different type of clientele than what we're used to. And it's not necessarily adapting with who we are and what our restaurant is. So we have all decided that this is the last year of Elliot's restaurant, which is a bit sad. It's a bit kind of bittersweet because it was already going to be my last year, but now knowing that it is the last year ever, I will be putting a lot of effort into this season and making sure that we can make it work for the last year. So again, bringing back the digital products means I can still concentrate on my other job, because no matter what, I don't want to be that person where I lack in one side of one of my jobs and concentrate on the other. I'm not like that. I will go 100% in both, which is also why I tend to have quite a lot of burnout each year. But it's all in good faith, and it's for a new journey, not just for me, but also for my family as well, because my parents have decided that they will be moving back to the UK as well. So I will be having still them close to me. But it's going to be a big change, a very big change. I'm very excited, nervous as heck, like absolutely petrified for the reality of this actually happening, because I have just kept this secret from many people for a long time, and basically just me and my fiance being the only ones that knew it was actually going to happen, to now being able to fully talk about it and actually plan it makes me realise, oh my goodness, there's so much to do. So I don't necessarily know how this journey is going to go this next year, but that's also why I am here telling you now. So you can join me on this journey and follow me along and see the inevitable chaos that is moving country for my small business. But can you imagine in 2026, you will be able to purchase Kelly's Creations products at places like hopefully Stationery Fest and Southwest Planner Club and a lot of other incredible events that are hosted all over the UK, and I will finally have the opportunity to be able to do that and join in. And I have so many ideas for events and to make Kelly's Creations what it's always supposed to have been, that I feel like that we've been very mellow kind of on our goals and what we want. I thought that creating the Kevin enamel pin this year was going to be the biggest thing I'd ever do. And with this idea of we can make more of those, we can sell them at events, we can create brand new products, we can work with brands, we can work with other small business owners and make incredible collaborations together, because it wouldn't be so complicated because I'm so far away. Then being a lot more accessible for a majority of my customers. So for example, my US customers and my Australian customers, the price difference will not change for you. But my UK customers, which is the majority of you, it will be a lot cheaper for you to be able to purchase, because you don't have to pay that an extortion amount of postage. And hopefully also by the time I've sorted all of this out, we've officially moved and reopened Kelly's Creations in the UK. Hopefully by then we will be able to sort out some new EU situations for us to be able to get back to posting to EU. That is a goal of mine in the future once the move is all sorted, is to try and figure out how we can get back to sending products to EU. I have thought maybe pondering into print on demand for some products, to still be able to have some different items to be able to post to EU. So yeah, there's a lot going on in my brain right now. But I'm just really wanted to sit down and talk to you about what we're going to be going through in 2025. It's very, very exciting. I'm already looking into housing. I'm already looking into a part-time job. That is something I do have to preface that once I do move, I will be getting back to having another job, because sadly at this point in time, my business isn't self-sustainable. It can't sustain me currently, but that's the whole point of the move, is to hopefully one day we will be able to get to the point for it being my shop being our full-time job, Kelly's Creations being my full-time job. But I will have to get either full-time job to start off with and then go down to part-time, or starting at part-time, depending on how things adding up at the point. We don't know what will come of 2025. And you never know, we might be in a better position than we currently are, and we may be able to start off just with a part-time job, so I can still be able to have the time to concentrate on the business. But I will be documenting every single step through this process, and telling you all about it and letting you in on all of the little secrets and dramas of moving country for my business. It's a very scary thought, but I can't wait. I was there not long ago. As I'm filming this, I've just the week after I've come back from a 5-day holiday, and I'm sad to be back. Just put it that way. I fell in love with a place, and I can't wait to go back and to see all the amazing people again, and being in a place that makes me feel comfortable and happy. And a lot of it is thanks to you lot that this business is growing. That currently, as I'm filming this, we hit yesterday 700 subscribers, which is absolutely mad. I still remember the day that I hit 100. I was at work, I was working, and I just randomly went to go and check a vlog, how it was doing, and we had hit 100 subscribers, and I thought that that was the biggest number ever, and I never dreamed of ever getting to the point of being at 700. Our goal for this year was to hit 1,000, but that will be next year's goal now. We'll just roll it on to the next one, and hopefully we will achieve it next year. But I am still so grateful for every single one of you, 700 people that have decided to click the red subscribe button to follow along journeys with me, and hopefully you will still continue wanting to watch the inevitable chaos that will be on this channel every week. The idea this year is I will be posting constantly consistently every week throughout the year of 2025, hopefully, if everything goes well. Well, thank you so much for watching me sit down and ramble about the big change that we will be having here at Kelly's Creations during the next 2 years, basically. And thank you for joining the journey, and I will see you soon. Hopefully the next video we will be actually planning 2025 and looking over what we had planned with our goals that are up there from 2024, see what we achieved and what we haven't, and what we plan for 2025. But I thought I'd probably speak first about what's going to happen, so it made a bit more sense of why we're dialing it back and not being too ambitious for 2025, because there's a lot going on. So thank you for watching. I'll speak to you next week for another video, and yeah, thank you. Bye.